Hi, I'm Andy Glass with Glass Impressions. Today I'm going to show you how to take a picture, convert it to vectors in VCarve Pro, and then we'll use our CNC system with a V-bit and engrave it in a piece of wood. Stick around, hope you enjoy. Now that we have VCarve Pro open, we can create a new file. I know my board is 36 inches long. I will hit Tab and go down to the height, and I know it is 7 3/4 inches wide, and it's 3/4 inches thick. I will hit OK. So now that we have our workpiece defined in the program, we can click the Import Bitmap for tracing. So I'll click that, and I'm going to select my logo, the Glass Impressions logo. So now that it's been imported in, I need to resize it. So if I come over here into the Transform Objects section and click Move Selected Objects, I will hold down Shift, grab one of the corners, and now it enlarges it from the center. I will size it to my workpiece. Then I will hit Close. With it selected, I will go ahead and hit this little bird button in the Create Vectors section. It's the Trace Bitmap. And now it brings up a trace bitmap. So you can tell in the picture right away that it hasn't grabbed the entire section of the log, and it's missing the impressions word. So we can grab the scroll bar here and increase or decrease the threshold to include what we want. So right here I have everything I need. So then I will go down and hit Preview, and now it'll apply the vectors to what we had captured. So then I will hit Apply. I'll hit Close, then I'll go down to Layers, and I'll go up to the Bitmap layer, and I'll hit the light bulb button, which turns it off, and it only leaves the vectors we created from the bitmap. So now that we have our vectors, we need to apply a toolpath. So I'm going to bring up my toolpath, so I'm going to hit this little pin here that automatically pins it there and doesn't make it go away. And we are going to use the Quick Engraving Toolpath. So I'm going to select all my objects, all my vectors, then I'll click the Quick Engraving Toolpath Operation button. Now I need to select the bit I'm using, so I'll hit Select. I'll find my bit in the V nose section. It's the 60-degree bit from Rockler, the large sign making bit, and I want it to do the outline. I'm going to leave the name at Quick Engrave 1, and then I'll hit Calculate. And now you can see it has assigned toolpaths to our vectors. And if we go up here and click 3D View, we'll hit Close, and then on the right hand side in the Toolpaths pane we can hit Preview Toolpaths, and I will rotate it and zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. And I will slow down the speed a little bit, and I will hit Preview Selected Toolpath. So now you can see the V-bit has gone through and is cut out and engraved our picture. I load the board onto the CNC work surface using a spacer to help keep it parallel to the X-axis. Once positioned, I use 4 aluminum hold downs to secure the board to the CNC table. I marked the center of the board off camera and moved the point of the V-bit over this mark and zeroed out the X and Y axis. I used the CNC Shark touch plate to perfectly zero out the Z axis. I load the cut file we programmed earlier. Once loaded, I can hit Run File and allow the controller to load the G-code. This is in case your computer goes to sleep or accidentally shuts off. Once loaded, I can hit Start. Let's sit back and let the CNC do all the work. Once the CNC is done, I apply chamfer to all the edges. To try to make the logo really pop, I apply oil-based black paint to the carving. I mainly try to stay inside the lines, but I have a quick trick to remove any paint that got on the surface. Once the paint is dry, I use 80 grit sandpaper on my random orbital sander to remove the paint on the surface. The paint remains in the carving because the sandpaper stays flat on the surface. I use a brush attachment on my shop vac to get the dust out of the carving. Once all the dust is removed, I apply a few coats of teak oil. The material I am using is cypress. This sign will be placed above the door of my shop. With the materials used, this sign should last for many years to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial. I thought it was fun to take my logo and engrave it into a piece of wood with my CNC system. Let me know in the comments of what you would engrave. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. If you'd like to know more information on glass impressions, I encourage you to visit my website, andyglassimpressions.com, or search me on YouTube, Glass Impressions, as I frequently release woodworking and CNC content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.